to the Entrepreneurial CPA Show, where we take a deep dive in knowledge needed to break free of the box and become the world-changing entrepreneur we know that you want to be out there. You just want to sit at your desk bored all the time. You want to enjoy what you do. To help you do that, we're going to hit you up with the theoretical and practical skills you need, as always, to punch above your weight. I'm Garrett, co-host of the Entrepreneurial CPA channel, coming to you from what is, I've been told, the United States. Dr. Sean may disagree, but from New York in the United States. And I'm joined by Dr. Sean, Dr. Blockchain, coming straight out of Jersey or New York City, whichever one you want to call it. Before we start, as always, got to thank our amazing sponsors. Pearl Era, remind you that CP doesn't have to be a grind, nor should it. Hay and Rock Solutions, providing you the roadmap and how to provide advisory services to your clients. Don't forget to check out that show, A Look in the Future, and Accounting Fly. If you're a firm looking for help in hiring, or you're a job candidate looking for that next right firm, give them a call. You know, Dr. Sean, speaking about Accounting Fly and kind of hiring, you know, we had some shows recently we talked about, you know, how to use remote workers. Let's touch base on this, you know, going gig. There's more and more firms using gig workers. Let's talk about kind of what that is and how firms can really get started with that to kind of help grow their practice or help their finance firm, whatever it is, whether you're a firm or finance department, you can use gig labor to make a huge difference.
Oh yeah, I mean, and the whole idea behind a gig worker or a freelance worker, it's a gig economy now, right? But the underlying concept isn't new, right? I mean, there have always been freelance journalists, editors, bookkeepers. I mean, sort of that whole freelance conversation has always been out there. The big change now is that really the whole introduction of services like Uber and Lyft, Grubhub, all the rest of those on-demand services has sort of reintroduced the idea of being able to upscale or then trim the actual number of employees or of gig workers working on a project at a firm, at a client at any point in time, right? And sort of really sort of that sort of flexibility is built into the whole gig model, both for the employee and for the employer. Right, and so having that flexibility is always a good thing. And then also, right, from a firm management or practice management, also trying to build out new sort of revenue lines, being able to bring in gig workers, temp workers, freelance workers, whatever you want to call them, to help you sort of build out that practice or to help you on a certain type of client or a certain type of engagement gives you, as the firm owner, as the firm leader, or as the project leader, that sort of flexibility to then do new projects, open up new service lines without having to hire and onboard a whole new employee.
And that you said at the end there, that's a big part right now. We got so much change happening in the accounting landscape, whether it's revenue recognition rules, leasing standards, you know, as you always know, blockchain, Bitcoin, things like that. You have to do Tax Law Act, which is still rolling through people. You can have some complex projects for your clients that you aren't prepared for. Bring in some gig labor. Bring in what you want to call those freelancers, gig labor, subcontractor, whatever. Outsource that highly technical, specific work. That way you can really wow your clients. Your clients are going to be blown away by the services you provide. And especially in today's landscape, that allows super small firms, a solo practitioner, they can almost do anything the Big Four can. They're just going to pull in freelance contractors, gig workers that used to work with the Big Four. They're going to do that exact same service, a fraction of the rate. It's going to blow your clients away. It's going to be a billion times better. Using the B since
billion times better? A billion times better?
Billion times better than if you were trying to do it yourself. And that's the truth. Whether you're inside the finance department, you got a special project, you got to implement some revenue recognition standards, you're trying to do it with Bitcoin, or your CPA firm, on both sides. We always talk about collaborate, collaborate, collaborate. Don't be afraid to collaborate throughout this process. And that's the big takeaway of gig workers. It allows you to collaborate so much more effectively with other people. So what do you think firms need to do to kind of start working with these gig-based people? How can we help them kind of get kick-started?
Sure. So probably the first two steps that I would take is to two steps, right? Is to one sort of go through your current service lines, right? Your current service lines, current product offerings, current projects, whatever you are focused on, right? Clients, whatever. And to then sort of analyze sort of the current services you are doing and then see if there are any new areas where you might be able to help them either implement a new IT system, deal with clients that are dealing with any crypto tax issues, help with an RPA automation, or trying to get a accounting standard update to actually work correctly. Any of those types of projects, go through and assess what you have. And then after that, go and work with a certified or a verified gig firm, or a firm that can help connect you with some gig people, and then work with them. Always be sure to do your homework though on hiring individuals.
Well, Dr. I think you were talking about, kind of those key benefits to using those gig laborers for those specialized tasks.
Yeah, and so ultimately, right, from a business management point of view, from a firm or a practice management point of view, the real upside is to be able to handle projects outside of your sort of normal scope, and then be able to do so on an ad hoc basis, right? To be able to bring that talent in, handle the project, get it done, clients happy, you're happy, new areas are opened up, and then you aren't stuck with that person there, otherwise not having too much work to actually do.
Yeah, and a lot of people nowadays are so busy. They don't have time to do their regular job. You get that special one-off project, bring another expert in. Let them just nail out of the park and make you look like a rock star for having the forethought to bring an expert in to really get it done right the first time. And I trust you. Once you get started with gig labor, you're going to love it. And over the years, I've used gig labor to tremendous success and multiple engagements inside the firm today. We use gig labor on a regular basis. We couldn't be happier with the results, whether it's those special projects or those continuous people during the busy season of the year to help with that overage. So think about it. Start going gig today. If you got questions, reach out to us. We're always happy to help. If you want even more help getting going with gig workers, check out our entrepreneurial CPA groups. We talk about how to collaborate with those around you, which includes the concept going gig. There's a link below. Check it out. And as always, the deal, Dr. Sean. Click to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribers are growing. Get in on those updates right when they come out. And we challenge you today to take action to change the world and invest in yourself.